Welcome back to the channel BBC Rare Coins. Today, we're diving into one of America's most iconic coins, the Jefferson nickel. It's been in circulation for over 80 years and has seen some fascinating changes. Whether you're a coin collector or just curious about the change in your pocket, you'll definitely want to stick around. Top 1. Most people pass over nickels without a second glance. Just 5 cents, right? But imagine this. You're holding a coin that looks like every other Jefferson nickel, except it's not. It's one of the rarest and most mysterious coins in American history. A 1974 Jefferson nickel. And it's worth a jaw-dropping $60,000. Yes, you heard that right. A 1974 nickel, the kind you might find in your pocket, has sold for tens of thousands of dollars. Not for its age, not for being silver. This nickel is valuable because of a mistake. A rare, bizarre, and incredibly valuable mistake. Back in 1974, the U.S. Mint was producing millions of nickels as usual. The Jefferson design was standard, Thomas Jefferson's profile on the front, Monticello on the back. But in a small handful of those coins, something unusual happened. Something so rare, it took collectors years to even confirm it existed. One of those nickels was struck on the wrong planchet, a coin blank meant for a different denomination or metal. And it slipped through unnoticed. This rare error coin looks almost normal to the naked eye, but under close examination, it's clear, it's lighter, thinner, and has a silvery color that shouldn't be there. Instead of being struck on a regular nickel planchet, the coin was accidentally struck on a cent-sized blank made of aluminum or another foreign metal. This isn't just a minting error, it's a perfect storm of rarity, secrecy, and accidental creation. Collectors have gone wild trying to find more examples, but this 1974 error remains one of the rarest nickels ever discovered. Because so few are made, and because they're so unusual, these coins can fetch incredible prices at auction. In fact, one of these nickels recently sold for a staggering $60,000. What makes this coin so special isn't just the price, it's the story behind it. It's a glimpse into the hidden world of minting errors, where even the smallest slip can create something priceless. It shows how something as common as a nickel can suddenly become a treasure, changing hands between collectors who know its true value. So next time you reach into your pocket and pull out a nickel, remember, there could be a $60,000 coin hiding among the change. That quiet Jefferson might just be one of the rarest nickels in history. And if you ever find one, well, you're holding a piece of American numismatic history that's truly priceless. Top 2. In the world of coin collecting, some coins are famous for their rarity, some for their beauty, but every once in a while, a coin emerges that shocks even the most seasoned collectors. Today, we're talking about one of the rarest, most valuable, and most talked about coins in U.S. history, the 1979 Jefferson nickel, valued at an astonishing $58,000. At first glance, the 1979 Jefferson nickel looks like any other nickel you might find in your change. It features the familiar profile of Thomas Jefferson on the front and Monticello on the back. But this particular coin is far from ordinary. Its value isn't tied to its metal content or age, but rather a rare and mysterious error that makes it one of the most coveted nickels ever discovered. So what exactly makes the 1979 Jefferson nickel so special? The answer lies in a very unusual minting mistake. During the production of the 1979 nickels, a small batch was accidentally struck on the wrong metal planchet. Instead of the usual cupronickel composition, some coins were minted on a silver-colored planchet, likely leftover blanks from a different coin series or an experimental run. This mistake was never supposed to happen, and the mint never officially announced it. Only a handful of these error nickels ever escaped into circulation. These coins are incredibly rare, with only a few known specimens confirmed by collectors and experts. Their unusual lighter weight, distinct shine, and subtle differences in thickness make them stand out once you know what to look for. Because so few exist, and because they come with such an intriguing backstory, collectors are willing to pay premium prices, some reaching as high as $58,000 at auction. The 1979 Jefferson nickel error isn't just valuable because it's rare. It's a symbol of the unpredictable nature of coin minting and the thrill of discovery that keeps collectors hunting through pocket change, rolls, and old coin jars. It's a reminder that even the most common coins can hide a secret worth a fortune. Many collectors dream of finding one in circulation, but it's more likely you'll find it in a private collection or at a high-profile auction. When one of these error nickels comes up for sale, it creates a buzz in the numismatic community. going viral among coin enthusiasts and sparking debates about its origins and how many might still be out there. If you ever come across a 1979 Jefferson nickel that looks a little different, lighter in color, maybe with an unusual shine or weight, don't just toss it back into your pocket. Have it examined by a professional because you might be holding one of the rarest and most valuable nickels in American history. In the end, the 1979 Jefferson nickel-era coin is more than just a piece of metal. It's a legend, a mystery, and a treasure all wrapped into one tiny 5-cent coin that could change your life forever. So keep an eye on your change. You never know when history might be slipping through your fingers. Top 3. In the vast world of coin collecting, few coins capture the imagination like the rare era nickels that slip through the cracks of the U.S. Mint's rigorous production process. Among these, one coin stands out as both mysterious and immensely valuable: the 1981 Jefferson nickel, a coin that, against all odds, has become one of the most valuable and sought-after 5-cent pieces in American history, fetching prices as high as $56,000 in private sales and auctions. At first glance, the 1981 Jefferson nickel looks like any other nickel minted that year. You see Thomas Jefferson's familiar portrait on the obverse and the iconic Monticello building on the reverse. It's a coin that millions were produced and circulated widely. So what could possibly make this particular nickel so extraordinary? The answer lies in a rare and stunning minting error, one that has baffled collectors and experts alike for decades. The 1981 Jefferson nickel error is an example of what numismatists call a double strike combined with a clipped planchet. Two mistakes that, when they occur together, create a truly unique coin. Here's what happened. During the minting process, a handful of nickel blanks, called planchets, were improperly prepared, leaving the metal blanks partially cut or clipped on one edge. This irregular shape is unusual but not unheard of. What made this coin incredibly rare, however, was that the partially clipped planchet was struck twice by the coin press. This double striking caused a ghost-like secondary image on the coin, where Jefferson's profile, the inscriptions, and the Monticello image appear doubled or shadowed. But unlike most double strikes that are either too faint or smudged to be desirable, the 1981 nickel error's doubled images are sharp and clear, almost as if two coins were perfectly superimposed but slightly offset. This makes the coin visually stunning and extremely collectible. What truly sets the 1981 nickel apart, beyond the double strike, is the clipping of the planchet itself. The clipped edge isn't just a small flaw, it's a large, noticeable chunk missing from the coin's circumference, giving the nickel a distinctive shape that no other Jefferson nickel shares. This clipping combined with the double strike creates a coin so unique that only a handful are known to exist, making it one of the rarest error nickels ever recorded. Over the years, this coin has become the subject of heated debate and fascination among collectors. Experts have studied the metallurgical properties, the striking process, and historical minting records trying to understand how this rare error came to be. The fact that it survived in collectible condition, circulated to some degree, and wasn't immediately removed by the mint only adds to the mystery and allure because of its rarity and visual appeal. The 1981 double-struck clipped planchet Jefferson nickel has become a viral sensation in the numismatic community. Videos, photos, and stories about this coin spread quickly online, inspiring collectors worldwide to hunt for error coins and dream of finding their own piece of history. The excitement is palpable. Imagine holding in your hand a coin worth over $56,000, a tiny artifact that embodies decades of minting quirks and the unpredictability of coin production. The price tag attached to the 1981 Jefferson nickel isn't just a reflection of its scarcity, but also its cultural significance in the coin collecting world. This coin tells a story about the imperfections in a highly industrialized process, and how sometimes those imperfections turn into treasures. It's a reminder that coins aren't just currency, they're pieces of history, luck, and chance. For collectors, finding this nickel means owning a legend. It's a coin that instantly elevates a collection, commanding attention and respect. And it's not just about money. Owning such a rare error connects the collector to a fascinating chapter in U.S. mint history, one that few get to experience firsthand. If you think about it, the 1981 Jefferson nickel error coin represents something powerful: the unexpected beauty that can arise from mistakes, the thrill of discovery hidden in plain sight, and the idea that even the most common objects can become priceless. Whether you're a seasoned collector or someone new to the hobby, this nickel is a shining example of why we love coins, for the stories they tell and the surprises they hold. So next time you pick up a nickel, take a closer look. Maybe, just maybe, you'll be lucky enough to hold the legendary 1981 Jefferson nickel, a coin worth more than most people make in a year, a true numismatic treasure valued at $56,000. And if you do, remember, you're not just holding a coin. You're holding a piece of American history, mystery, and fortune, all rolled into one tiny, 5-cent marvel. Top 4. In the world of American coin collecting, few coins spark as much fascination and excitement as rare error coins. Among these, the 1984 Jefferson nickel holds a special place. Though it looks like an ordinary 5-cent piece at first glance, this nickel has become one of the most valuable and rarest nickels in history, with some examples fetching prices as high as $53,000. Today, we're diving deep into the story behind this viral, extraordinary coin and why it has captivated collectors around the world. The 1984 Jefferson nickel was produced in the millions. A common coin designed with the familiar profile of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and the image of Monticello on the reverse. It's a coin you might find in your pocket or loose change without a second thought. But hidden among these millions is a tiny handful of nickels that defy the ordinary, coins that carry a rare mint error so unique it instantly turns a 5-cent piece into a treasure worth tens of thousands of dollars. What exactly makes the 1984 Jefferson nickel so valuable? The secret lies in a remarkable minting anomaly known as the off-metal strike error combined with an unusual double die feature. During production, a very limited number of nickels were mistakenly struck on planchets meant for other coins, most notably on copper-plated steel or clad blanks that were not intended for nickels. This error caused the coins to have a different metallic composition, resulting in a color and texture that's noticeably different from regular nickels. But that's only part of the story. These error coins also show a striking characteristic of a double die, where the images and inscriptions on the coin's surfaces appear doubled or shadowed. Unlike faint doubling that can sometimes be overlooked, the doubling on these nickels is bold and crisp, creating a ghost-like echo of Jefferson's profile in the Monticello building. The combination of an unusual metal composition with the sharp double die makes the 1984 nickel error stand out like no other. Because of how rare these errors are, only a handful have been verified by experts and graded by professional coin grading services. The coins that survive in excellent condition, showing both the off-metal anomaly and the double die clearly, are incredibly scarce. This scarcity has driven collectors to pay premium prices, with some specimens selling privately or at auction for as much as $53,000. What's even more fascinating is how this coin went viral within the numismatic community. Photos of the 1984 nickel error began circulating on social media and in collector forums, sparking widespread excitement. Videos explaining the coin's unique features gained thousands of views, and coin dealers started actively searching for more examples to meet the growing demand. The 1984 Jefferson nickel quickly became a legend, a symbol of the unexpected value hidden in everyday change, beyond the monetary value. The 1984 error nickel is a testament to the unpredictability of the minting process. It reminds collectors and casual coin enthusiasts alike that even in a system designed for precision and uniformity, mistakes happen. And sometimes, those mistakes are worth a small fortune. Collectors prize this coin not only for its rarity but also for the story it tells, the story of a fleeting moment when something went wrong in the mint, producing a coin unlike any other. It's a snapshot of mint history, frozen in metal, that invites wonder and curiosity. For anyone interested in coins or American history, the 1984 Jefferson nickel error coin is a perfect example of why we treasure coins so much. It's not just currency, it's a piece of art, a slice of history, and a thrilling mystery all rolled into one small, 5-cent coin. So next time you come across a nickel, take a closer look. Could it be the rare 1984 error nickel, worth tens of thousands of dollars? If it's lighter, shinier, or shows doubled images of Jefferson and Monticello, you might be holding one of the most valuable and viral nickels in history. And if that's the case, you're holding a piece of American treasure worth $53,000, proof that sometimes the most ordinary coins can hide the most extraordinary secrets. Top 5. The most ordinary coins can sometimes turn into the rarest treasures overnight. One such extraordinary example is the 1990 Jefferson nickel, a coin that has taken the numismatic world by storm, going viral among collectors and enthusiasts alike for its astonishing rarity and value. While the standard 1990 nickel is a common piece of everyday change, this rare variant is considered one of the most valuable Jefferson nickels ever discovered. with prices reaching up to $50,000 at first glance. The 1990 Jefferson nickel looks just like any other nickel minted that year. It bears the familiar image of Thomas Jefferson on the front and the iconic Monticello building on the back. Millions were produced, making it a common coin in circulation. But hidden among the countless nickels is a rare minting error so unique and dramatic that it instantly transforms an everyday 5-cent piece into a collector's dream and a potential fortune. What sets the 1990 Jefferson nickel apart from all the rest? The key lies in an incredibly rare and fascinating error known as a mule error. In numismatics, a mule is a coin that is struck using mismatched dies, meaning the obverse, front, and reverse, back, designs don't belong together as they were never intended to be paired. For the 1990 Jefferson nickel, a tiny number of coins were struck with an obverse die intended for the Jefferson nickel, but the reverse die was mistakenly from a different coin series entirely. This mix-up resulted in a stunning and highly collectible coin that defies normal minting standards. The exact origin of how these mule errors slipped through the strict quality controls of the U.S. Mint remains a mystery, making the 1990 mule nickel even more intriguing. Experts believe it was the result of a rare die mix-up during production, and only a handful of these coins ever left the mint. Because of their rarity, the coins have become the holy grail for collectors seeking a unique piece that few have seen or owned. What makes the 1990 mule nickel so special is not only its rarity, but also its clear visual impact. The obverse shows Thomas Jefferson's profile exactly as expected, but the reverse features an entirely different design that immediately alerts anyone paying close attention that something is very unusual. This discordance between the two sides makes the coin both visually striking and highly desirable. The 1990 mule Jefferson nickel quickly went viral in coin collecting circles once the first example surfaced. Photographs and videos showing the coin's unusual combination spread rapidly on social media platforms and collector forums, fueling a frenzy among enthusiasts eager to find one for themselves. The coin's uniqueness and rarity helped it command prices soaring as high as $50,000 at auctions and private sales. Collectors prize this coin not only for its monetary value, but also for the story it represents. A glimpse into the human side of minting, where errors and surprises still manage to slip through a highly automated process. It embodies the excitement of discovery, reminding collectors that even in the most routine objects, there can be extraordinary secrets waiting to be uncovered. For anyone passionate about coins, the 1990 Jefferson nickel mule error is a symbol of the thrill of the hunt, the possibility that any common coin might actually be an extremely rare treasure. It's a reminder that sometimes the most valuable things come from the unexpected, the accidental, and the imperfect. Next time you find a nickel, examine it carefully. If you notice something unusual about the design, a mismatch between the front and back, or anything that looks off, you could be holding one of the rarest and most valuable nickels in American history. A coin worth up to $50,000, a true numismatic legend that has captivated collectors worldwide and continues to inspire awe and excitement. The 1990 Jefferson nickel mule error isn't just a coin. It's a story, a mystery, and a treasure rolled into one small piece of metal. And for those lucky enough to find one, it's a chance to own a piece of history worth more than just 5 cents.